Hi everyone, my name is Wawa and I'm back. I'm back with more Nation Wars King of the Sea tournament. It is gonna be game number 3, match number 4. Match number 4, game number 3 for Indonesia and Philippines. And it is gonna be the last game if indeed Versatile wins. It is not the last game, but it's still the last game. I'm pretty sure because Heathen is gonna definitely gonna win this because I am definitely looting for the Team Philippines. Team Philippines is, by the way, represented by Heathen here, spawning as the orange Zerg, and his opponent is gonna be Versatile here, spawning as the blue Protoss. He is gonna be representing Team Philippines. Now this map is gonna be Metalopolis. As you guys can see, it is clearly Metalopolis. As you guys can see here by these two South Niagara towers in the middle of the map, which is always very crucial in this, especially in the long run. And if you want to control this mineral patch over here in the center of the map, that is very crucial to control, as it is very difficult indeed to manage. And if you control that Saranaga tower, it is a very big advantage because everything goes by the center area. All attacks will go to the center area, to the area of your enemy. And this is actually a very close spawning location for both players, as they are again once again across from each other, so it is very easily to counter or to harass with air units, especially if this guy Versatile makes an early void ray. It is not gonna look good, right? For that for our hidden player, the Zerg, is not looking good if he did go for the void ray harass. And here we go, finally going for a extractor and then to a spawning post. There we go, finally seeing a very normal build right here for hidden. It does go for the spawning pool and that extractor fairly late because he does go for 15 pool and 14 pool respectively, but I'm not sure. I don't think that's gonna matter that much, as we see that Versatile is going for the assimilator already, and gateway is already done. So we're just gonna wait and see for units to come if he is gonna make any zerglings or zealots at all. We are seeing that there is no zealot coming out right now, as only a spawning pool is being made right now in production for our player Heathen. So he might go for an early expansion again. We might see that again from Heathen because it is actually I think he likes opening up with a second hatchery very early in the game, but it is again typical for all Protoss, I mean Zerg players, to open up with two bases, as Zerg players are always in need of gas and minerals, as a lot of people are doing, as pro players are doing, that they need that second net or that natural in order to counter off just a main base of the enemy. How do I explain that? It takes two base for Zerg to counter off one base of Protoss or Terran. There you go. That's the perfect way to describe it. And I'm pretty sure most Zerg players out there agree with that statement. And finally, we see the screen out, not really spewing out any there you go, finally spitting out some library. Took him a while. I guess he thought about it and then just completely stopped. And then finally we are seeing a good scouting here for our player Heathen. He is scouting all over the map, trying to see if there are some proxy gates, proxy pylons around, as he is completely seeing that there is no proxies around. And this overlord right here is, I think, gonna be turned into an overseer, but not very soon, as it did cut off any gathering from from that extractor. So this is actually pretty good, pretty pro play right here for our player Heathen, as I'm not sure if it is the right way to do it, but yeah, it's taking very long. Until now, we see that there is no gas being harvested right now, as he is reaching for a 300 count already for his minerals. So I'm not sure if you can uh, be safe with that actually, as no gas for a long time is not really good. And here we go, some Zerglings with the speed is gonna try to do some rest, and here we go, he's gonna encounter three Zealots on the field, so he's gonna move back and gonna try to play it safe, as his expansion just finished and the queen is already going out. He needs to make some spine crawlers very soon, as those zealots are gonna be harassing him one more time. Gonna go to that expansion, and he needs to make a spine crawler very soon. But the 12 Zerglings are on the way right now, so he is committing to a very good counter attack to these three zealots, as I'm pretty sure that 12 Zerglings are enough to kill those three zealots right there. Sorry, I keep getting confused about the Zergling and Zealot name. My bad about that. Here you go. Zerglings are gonna go first round and gonna successfully surround these three Zealots. These three Zealots are gonna go down very, very easily to that big number of Zerglings. We are seeing 18 Zerglings right here. Oh, 16. Oh, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. There you go. 15. Oh my god. Paolo, you suck. I'm sorry, I'm not counting very well. And here we go. He's gonna encounter a lot of zealots on the ramp of versatile, so he's not gonna be able to do a run by, as it is gonna be forced to be shut down by these four zealots. Four zealots are very, very good. And here we go. Two more zealots being warped in and the front of the base, or at the ramp, and he's gonna try to push out, but he better be careful though, because these Zergins are gonna very, very easily can run by, and actually a spine crawler can really, really slow down this push of zealots if he is indeed in trouble. So he could actually go for a run by really, really quick, as this zealot is only one and is not really completely walling off right here. And are we gonna see a second push right here for our player versatile? He does have a void ray out already, but there is a hydralis then on the way, so we are seeing gonna be an air attack again for our player versatile. And we have only one queen on the field. No, we have two queens right now actually on the field, so this is actually pretty good. So that's why I think versatile didn't go for that backdoor harass, because he saw that there are two queens and the two queens are gonna easily take down this void race. And if this void ray does get taken down, it's gonna be a big trouble for our player versatile, as he did invest a lot of those in his void race. And here we go, this void ray is gonna try to poke a little bit and walling off right there. Good job right there, go walling off that ram. Gonna try to focus down on that spine crawler, and that spine crawler is gonna go down. Another spine crawler is on the way, but it's not gonna make it in time. This queen is gonna be focused right. Two void rays now gonna do harassment very, very effectively, and these queens are gonna focus fire on one of those void rays. That void ray is almost half down, and another wow, force field is still here. That force field is so imba. That's still taking a long time, but that's the second force field, by the way. And two sentries are really, really enough to tail off that base. And here we go, two queens are really doing a lot of damage to those void rays. These void rays are gonna go down. This void ray is better focus fire on this weak one, as he is not focus firing on that weak one. And good job right there by those two queens, taking out all those void rays. And here we go, four zealots and a sentry running amok in the heathen's base. Heathen needs to transfuse one of these queens, as this one of these queens is gonna go down. Oh, second queen gonna go down. Oh, he loses all of his queens. Wow, this is not looking good right now for Heathen, as he did lose a lot of queens. He needs to make more queens, only making one right now, as he is in big trouble. So taking complete control right now, and three more zealots on the way actually for versatile. So he's gonna try to finish it off, but there are too much hydralis on the field right now to counter anything off, or to push an issue right now. And he did stop making anything from that target. He's just chrono boosting a lot of units from those warp gate units, from those white gate buildings, and he is finally getting his first natural expansion. So we are seeing very, very early harass again by versatile, but Hidden learning from his mistakes from game number 2, getting early anti-air units very, very early in the game that led him, or that helped him to stay alive in this game. And here we go, a run by right here for these Zerglings. They're gonna be successfully running up. I'm gonna try to take out these Zerglings, and the Stalkers, the Zealots are gonna go down. Not really, they're only halfway out of their HP, only one actually, and one Stalker is halfway out of this HP, but not gonna be effective, as these Zerglings are just gonna walk around and around, gonna run around. Whoop, whoop, good job. I mean, where are they going? They're just scouting around actually for some proxy pylons or proxy harassments going on. And here we go, we are seeing another void ray is being made by our player versatile. So this is going to be a continuous harassment with void rays, and void rays are still very effective even with that nerf from the new 1.2 patch. But this is not actually from the 1.2 patch, this is from the 1.1 patch. So no nerfs yet for that void ray, but it's still pretty good. And I just saw those latest notes from that 1.2 patch. It is very, very interesting, and kind of feel sad that Theron got nerfed again, requiring supply depot to make barracks. So yeah, this is not looking good. It wasn't. I'm not favorable for that. Even though I am a Zerg player, I do not favor that nerf down. But it's not really gonna affect the game that much. It's just gonna, well, you always need supply depot to make more units. If you're not, it's just to prevent a six racks harass, I guess. That's the main purpose of that nerf right there. Cool thing though that they increase the health of layer hatcheries and a bunch of Zerg buildings, and also the Nexus they increase health. It is now 1000 over 1000, so it has 2000 HP. So that's pretty good. So yeah, actually I am casting this when the 1.2 patch just came out, and I'm very surprised because my computer is not working functional and not really recording as well as I hope it would be, because that 1.2 patch did messed up all the old replays, I mean, and it just doesn't agree with the new patch. And here we go. The queens here are spreading the creep pretty well. I guess he's really scared of any harassments or any drops that's gonna happen anytime soon, as it is gonna put a lot of creep tumor, especially in that inside of that gas. So good job spreading that creep tumor very well. That's gonna give them maximum vision, and actually over here it is a lot of creep tumors already. Nice spread already here by that with that creep tumor. Actually, it is gonna really help his hydralis in the future, especially when this game goes on. As actually we all know that macro or late game is very favorable to Zerg players, as they are very strong on the late game. And here we go, we are seeing two Void Rays focusing fire on that Overlord, and that Overlord does go down. Hydralis are gonna get caught off guard. I'm pretty sure they're off place right here, as I think they're gonna go for a surround for that Void Rays, but nope, they are not gonna surround. And look at that food count, only 70 for our Protoss player, and to our Zerg player, he is already at 103, but he is supply block right now, as those Voyagers are just picking off some of those Overlords, and he's making 3 more Overlords right now just to prevent anything, or to prevent being supply block again. So yeah, this is actually the perfect time for our player Heathen